Today, let's talk discipline. Now, the sentence I just gave you, how did that make you feel? Were you all excited to hear the word discipline, or were you a bit stepped back? Were you afraid a little bit? Ooh, these are all questions for you. In today's video, we will look at discipline as something very positive, something that can bring you more freedom. Stay with me. In the last few weeks and few months, I've been working on how to be more productive, how to achieve more with what I have. And I'll have to share with you, one of the first things I've done a few months ago is to create an agenda. I created an agenda that was working for me. When I look at an agenda, usually it's just a list of things and tasks to do. But on my page here, I divided the hours of the day. I also added meal plans, because if I can schedule my day, I can also look at what I should eat during the day. That is an excellent start for a day well done. I was watching a video with Cardone earlier today, and he was talking about achievement. And if you want to do more, there's a few ways of categorizing people. And the first one is there's a lot of people who don't do anything. They do nothing. There's also a group of people who they retreat or they give up, they quit. So that means that they have an idea, but when it gets tough, they decide not to pursue. The next group is the average group. The average group is the middle of the pack. They want to do a lot more, but they are finding themselves within the limits of their surrounding. So that means that their friends, their workplace, their family members are there to keep them comfortable where they are. And you know what? They're happy for that. And then there's a fourth group that are people that if they have something in mind, they are achieving massive action. How can you do that? Well, in Evan Carmichael's video today, there was a person called John Assaraf, and he said something that I loved. And what he said was, when you come up with an idea or something new, ask yourself a few questions. First question is, can you do it? Ooh. And if you can do it, the next question is, at that point, will you do it? Oh, and that stirred some feelings in me, because I can't do a lot of things. You can do a lot of things. The question is, will we do it? And that's when an agenda can organize things. Because if you schedule time for what is important for you, then you will get it done. Because Tony Robbins always say, where the focus goes, the energy goes. So if you put it in your agenda, then it's no longer in your mind, you're no longer worrying about it, because it's part of your day. At 1 o'clock, that's what you're gonna do. Or at 6 o'clock in the morning after you get up, you're doing some exercising. There's no questions asked. There's nothing to worry about, because you've scheduled it. You've scheduled it so that you can get it done. I know it's getting dark outside, it's late in the day, but I wanted to record my video for you guys today. So what did I talk about? I talked about the 4 groups of people from Grant Cardone's perspective. And sometimes I find myself in the first 3 groups, which is I do nothing, or I retreat when it gets tough, or I have other things to do, or I'm average. The question is, how can we create massive action? Can we do massive action so we can achieve more? And that is what I'm going to ask. And that is what I'll suggest for you to do as a homework. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. I'm always looking for to expand my community, always looking for comments to nurture this thinking that we can do better. And today, the topic of discipline is a perfect topic. Now that it is the end of the day, I want you to reflect on what is one thing you did today that was part of your agenda. And if you have done it, I'm proud of you. Now, if you're coming at the end of the day and you notice that there's a few things you needed to do and they are not done, ask yourself, was it written in your agenda? Not to be mean, but to make sure you focus time on what is important for you. Because don't forget, if you are doing what you're supposed to do, if you're doing what you need to do, then you won't have to worry about it tomorrow. You'll be able to focus on something more for tomorrow, towards your success, towards where your dream will lead you. Today's homework is for you to find where you can be more disciplined. So I will say that the first thing for you to do is get your agenda out, write down at least one thing you want to do tomorrow. Because if you write it down in your agenda, the chances are that it will get done. And keep in mind that self-discipline is a discipline that you can do for yourself. So instead of feeling that discipline is coming from the outside and you don't feel like doing it and other people are telling you what to do and it's sometimes not what you're looking for, notice that if you are training yourself to be self-disciplined, you'll be able to do so much more with your own rules. And that's what we're aiming for. And that's what this channel is all about. And this is what I believe you can do as well. So don't forget to leave a comment at the bottom to tell me what is that one thing you're gonna do tomorrow and what are one step you want to do to be more disciplined. And I'm gonna put a link to my playlist up here for you to follow up. Take care.